edition of the Saga of Dingo. It is your boy. I am driving home currently from work. As you can see, we out here. Let me flip the camera. Mm-hmm. Says 60, but I'm going 10. All right. I'm here today to talk One Piece. Okay. I'm not doing my stream of Helldivers tonight. I've decided that I'd rather hang out with my wife. Controversial, I know, but these things do happen. Um, so today I'm talking One Piece, and by talking One Piece, there will be moments that are spoilers. So if you have not seen One Piece and you don't want to be spoiled, get out. Get the hell out of here. You don't want none of this shit. So anyway, I'm going to start off with bottom 5 moments, okay? These are my bottom 5 moments from One Piece, from 5 being the least worst to number 1 being the absolute worst. All right, we're going to start off with number 5. We're going to count it down, all right? Number 5, spoiler alert. Last chance for spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, you get the hell out of here. You get out of here. All right? I'm changing lanes. Everybody be careful, okay? All right, so number 5. In Marineford. The episode is 483. We all know what I'm talking about, but this specific moment is a bottom 5 moment for me. After they rescue Ace, Akainu hits Ace with that "your daddy ain't shit" rage bait. Starts talking trash about Whitebeard. Ace turns around. In that moment, that was a bottom 5 moment for me, because I'm like, why, bro? Why? All these people have died for you to be rescued, and you turn around and get rage baited by Lava Man and get killed. Okay, that's number 5. Number 4, it's 2 moments from the same arc. I have them tied for number 4. Number 4 is, these 2 things are Shelly the horse. The horse gets a backstory. Now, if you're familiar with Eiichiro Oda's writing, you know that pretty much everybody gonna have a little backstory to him. But when the horse got a backstory, I was like, I don't know, fam, I might be done with this show. I can't be watching a backstory for every fucking NPC that comes along. And that moment is tied in the same arc of Long Ring Longland in the Davyvac fights, when Luffy chooses to rescue Shelly from Foxy's team over Chopper and Robin. This is one of those moments where I was like, bro, you are stupid. Come on. And I know Oda's always got a plan and Luffy's got his own shit going on, but I couldn't do it, y'all. I couldn't do it. I was pissed. Okay, so that's number 4. Those 2 moments are tied. Number 3, and it's ironic that this is number 3 because it involves Mr. 3 on Little Garden, or wherever the hell they were, when Mr. 3 had Vivi, Nami, and Zoro waxed up, and they were being turned into candles. Zoro starts chopping off his own legs. Bro, what? What are you doing, bro? You can't be a swordsman without legs unless, you get some devil fruit. But, like, I'm not trying to be ableist here, but if you chop off your own legs, not only are you going to bleed out, because you guys have not recruited a doctor yet, but also, what is the plan? Are you going to after chopping off your own legs, bleed your way on over to Mr. 3 and then kick his ass to save Nami and Vivi. The plan wasn't planning. It wasn't making sense. The whole thing was fucked. Okay, that's number 3. Number 2, in the same vein, Luffy and Nami captured on Whole Cake Island. And Luffy literally tries to rip his own arms off. He tries to rip his own arms off to escape capture. And this is just as dumb, but it's worse because we're so many episodes later. You can't, sorry, Luffy, you're not going to become the Pirate King if you rip your own arms off. What's the game plan here? I understand that this is Oda's determination, trying to show, not determination, he's trying to show the determination of Zoro and Luffy by showing that they're willing to cut their own legs off, cut their own arms off to get out of this shit. It doesn't make sense. It's not working for me. Sorry, that's number 2 is the worst moment of One Piece for me. And here comes number 1. It should be to no surprise. And I'm ashamed to say this happens more than once in the show, but on Punk Hazard, when they find Kinemon's lower half, and that man is straight talking out of his ass. That is the number 1 worst moment in One Piece. The fact that Kinemon can speak through his ass, specifically by farting. That's the worst moment in One Piece. I'd really love to hear y'all's comments and what you think the worst moments in One Piece are. I have watched all of the available episodes in sub. I've also watched all the available episodes in dub. I've got lots of opinions about who's better at which voice and which character. I think I'll make a video about that soon. I also need to do a top 5 moments in One Piece. Shit, I'm driving. I can pull that shit out right now. Here we go. All right. At number 5, we have the Arlong Park walk. The first time you hear Overtaken, it's not the first time you hear it, but it's the first time you hear it and you're like, oh, this music is hard as fuck, right? You hear the bum, 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 bum. That goes so hard, and in that moment, that song was cemented for me, and that's number 5. That's a great moment. We love that moment. We respect that moment. Everybody knows that that's the moment that One Piece goes from being silly little cute pirate show to being on some badass tough shit. Okay, that's number 5. Number 4. Luffy goes Gear 2. This is such an understated moment in the anime, and I love it because he's like, I just got my shit rocked by Rob Lucci in 2 moves at Iceberg's house, literally the day before. I got to figure some shit out. What if I pump my blood twice as fast in my body? Does it make sense? It makes sense to Luffy, and that's all that matters. It's such an understated moment because he just hits the 3-point stance of Gear 2, and Bluno is like, we whooped your ass last night, bro. Keep up with this. Shave. And Luffy says, Oppa! Got your bitch ass. And that is one of the best speed blitzes in the show. I love it because Bluno was powerful enough to recognize how absolutely cooked he was, and how he stood literally no chance. He was trying to get out of there as soon as that happened. He was like, oh no, I gotta door my way out of here. All right, so that is numero 4. That's number 4. All right, number 3, best moment in One Piece. Oh man, this is tough. Nothing happened. Thriller Bark, Zoro, Kuma, Sanji, Luffy. And I say all those four characters because those are the four players involved in the moment. Kuma takes the pain out of Luffy. Zoro absorbs it in order to protect his captain. Sanji's the one who finds them, and he's like, "What's all this blood, bro? What is this blood?" Zoro says, "Nothing happened." Number 3 moment. All right. Number 2. This is difficult for me, right? This is difficult because there's literally so much stuff that happens that's so great. But for me, number 2 is the return. No, it's Robin saying, "I want to live. I want to live," and the whole episode of "I want to live," and then Sniper King shoot down that flag, and they burn down the world government's flag. That moment for me is probably the best moment of the pre-time skip era. That shit slaps so hard. All right. So that's number 2. And which brings us to the number 1 best moment in One Piece. You know it already. It's the return of Joy Boy. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. It had been foreshadowed for hundreds and hundreds of chapters of episodes. Like, it had been foreshadowed for like 800 episodes, maybe 900 actually. Skypiea is like 150, right? So I think it had been foreshadowed for like 900 episodes, 900 plus. That Luffy was Nika and Joy Boy and was the savior and the sun god. The return of Joy Boy. Cue my music. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, that shit slaps so hard. Zunisha, rather, the elephant, talking about, "For the first time in 800 years." Like, that shit goes so hard. It goes so hard, bro. Luffy tells his heart to beat strongly, and then he just absolutely plays jump rope with Kaido. It's my favorite, dude. It's the best. There's there's so many moments, and I want to hear y'all's top 5 as well. Tell me in the comments. Oh man, look at this traffic I'm coming. This is my everyday right here. Every day. All right. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna watch some. Not watch. I listen to anime on my way home usually. I just finished up The Strongest Exorcist Reborn in Another World, or whatever it's called. I don't know. Isekais have so many different fucking names. But I think I'm on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure now. So I'm starting season 2 of that with Matt Mercer as the voice of Jotaro. I think it's gonna slap. Anyway, y'all have a good one. This has been another edition of the Saga of Dingo. Peace.